Hey, what up, everybody? How you doing? What up, 3D? GG? Am I playing ladder? In a little while. In a little while. Not right now, but definitely that's the plan. We're gonna watch a quick mana video, and we're gonna see if people are here. I think that's the wall. Right, yeah. Yep, make sure it's like right. Some team games, yeah. As long as there's enough people that are ready to go in the channel, I'm always willing to play team games. Until then, we just wait. I think there's a wall right here. No, so that's not. That's just a. What is an obstacle? No. Oh, you can't build it, but you also can't. You can go through here, but you can't build on it. It's like a half a square, but it's like it uses half a square, but only. Interesting. Yeah, they built this on purpose. But then right here, you could build it. Maybe it's the aesthetics. What happened? Bedflow hop on Discord. What? What do you mean? No. First game. No, we're not. First, I'm gonna watch a quick mana video, and we're gonna see if there's enough people that are talking, and if there are, we'll keep it. We'll ladder. If there isn't, we'll put it on members only, and then we'll ladder. So first, I have to see if people get in. Now, so my rule of team games, it's a simple rule. If you guys gather up 3 people that are willing to play at least 5 games, and you guys are in the lobby, then I'll join. It's a very simple rule. You know, I'll join only if those circumstances are met, which is pretty easy. Those are the rules. 3 people, 5 games, ready to go. Oh, let's do Cannon Rush Diary. Oh, King of Cannon. So let's try. I think we did.
Oh, right.
Did the part 5. Maybe 6. I'll be inside you. What? Unfortunately, got lots of stuff to do right now. Maybe next time. Alright, forgotten. I'll catch you up. I'll be here tomorrow too.
Hey guys, we are here with a nice mini episode of the King of Cannons. It's yet again another run-in from their 10-game ladder series. Printf sent me the highlights. Just the
see
best
what
games.
happens here.
It is, of course, Printf up against Larry. Larry barely winning that
Good
last
old
game.
Larry.
That shield battery that popped up just before the probe pool hit.
Oh, this must have been game 2.
Incredible. Spoilers, actually. People watch on YouTube and they don't watch in order. Sorry, guys. You've just been ruined. Larry's going to go for a gateway. Printf is sending 2 probes across the map. What could he be doing, guys? Is that a...
Pylon in the main. It's versus a Protoss, so... the one benefit of putting the pylon in the forge back here is literally just to put the forge as far back as possible, and just gives you a couple more seconds for your opponent not to see you and react to it right away. So, but I kind of like the pylon in the front. In front of the Nexus.
Oh my. Now, for those of you who think Printf King of Cannons is a piece of shit, he's a cheeser, he's evil, he should die, go and watch the old King of Cannons. Sorry, what are they called? What was my pig daily called? Was it called the King of Cannons? !Cannons is a command. If you guys have !Cannons in chat, and you guys can do this on YouTube as well, go to my Twitch chat. It'll link 3 separate videos. It's all one big show I did with him years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And he explained all the
how
details
he was talking about the cannon rush.
He talked about how he always cannon rushes. He always never plays on a smurf, never hides his identity. And he just finds a way to make it work. 3 gates in the... Oh my! Oh my god! Oh my god.
Yeah, I did this, was it Florencio Files episode 8? I think episode 8 or 8 or 9, one of those.
So I think he knows Larry pulls a lot of probes to fight.
It's gateway cannons.
He's saying, let's build the biggest hit point buildings to really drain his money, and then at some point in the midst of the chaos, he's going to wall off some cannons. I'd love to see a cannon go down there. He's got a probe there, a probe here. Keep your eye on these red probes, guys. He's still just going gate. Larry does not have enough damage, but he's got to be going for these probes, man. Like, Larry not targeting these probes is criminal. This is actually criminal. He's going to have to cancel this gate. He's going to cancel this gate.
Builds.
The probes are trying to fight. They're trying to distract. One probe goes down. It does. It falls. The other probe, though, replaces that gate after canceling. Another gate. You're fucking kidding me. You got to get rid of the probe, dude. You got to leave at least 1 probe or 2 chasing the enemy probe. Larry's doing a great job of focusing the gateways, but I mean, this probe's getting to be a problem. And there we go, the first zealots on the way, guys. The probe, he goes for it.
Hey, what
he
up,
goes
Shadow?
for the quick turnaround. Printf, though, too quick on the draw. Gets another gateway down. It's like the 10th gateway he's tried to build in this main. This is actually insane. He's not even using the forge. He's saying...
You know what's funny is that throughout all this, our poor Protoss player in the blue doesn't even have 3 probes following the probe. So that's one of the biggest mistakes right here. Is you got 3 probes, you follow the probe. That way they're getting zapped. As high of the rank these players are, they make the silliest mistakes.
Let's just build a billion gateways in your base, mate. Oh my god. The probe gets a kill. Adding insult to injury here. A zealot is out. I mean, there's 3 zealots out for Larry. So, I mean, Larry should still be able to hold on, but I'm just so worried if cannons get up. If even a single cannon gets up down there, that's going to be problematic. Oh, great surround.
Oh, nice pullback.
Pulls back the weak probe. The probe's getting the surround.
Nice pullback.
The zealot does get one kill.
Can't pull back that one.
Goes for a run. That zealot just trying to buy time. Meanwhile, over here, another pylon, more zealots starting up. That pylon goes down, but there's 4 gateways up, and they are about to be repaid.
So if you wanted to be a little cheesy and some of these are up, you make your own gateways in front of them and lock them out. You can lock them from being able to build any zealots. They just get capped if you get them stuck.
Another one goes down. The zealot! He stopped chasing the zealot! Oh no, that zealot's gonna tear up that mineral line. You gotta watch out. I don't know if Larry realizes that zealot. Oh, he's coming over here. He's gonna try and defend the high ground. The zealot goes for the probes, starts to.
And then the rule of thumb, you always want to click on all of these to make sure you know what they are. You always want to click on pylons. One might be a battery, one might be a cannon. You never know. You always have to click on them so you know what to attack, which one to attack, which one's priority. So remember that. Click, click. Great. You know, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Another zealot's out. The zealot's loose in his main. Uh-oh. He's in trubs right now. That zealot does get surrounded. Nice mic.
Yeah, at the same time, if Blue was scouting, which I'm not sure if you did or not, I can't recall, but he would notice that there's a forge in Printez's base if he would have scouted, which normally most Protosses do. So he was probably cutting corners.
One probe for a zealot. Not a bad trade. The probe, though, still loose in this base, still escaping. One zealot versus
that one's a cannon right there.
On top of this, 2 zealots down there as well. That probe goes down there. It still has not found any purchase in this base. Look at this, though.
And see how he doesn't know the importance of, like, the urgency, because he doesn't click on the buildings.
The zealot here trying to do a bit of a run around. The probes, of course, faster than the zealots. They're going to try and do this. The zealots of Printef are getting ran over right now, but the mining time. There is so many probes being pulled that Printef is simply mining more, and that's where the opportunity comes out. I mean, right now there is no mining for Larry. Sure, he's taking amazing trades. Printef has lost 3 times as many resources, but look at that. Every time a probe gets picked off, and look at this, a zealot fighting a zealot one-on-one. Good fight.
Oh, that one's not a cannon. I don't know why Printef didn't make it into a cannon. Printef is also making mistakes here. There's multiple times where he could have made the cannon.
Larry, though, ooh, pulls it back, keeps it alive. Larry's doing a fantastic job.
Like Pig said, right here. If he would have made one right here, long time ago.
Keeps that zealot alive, pulls it back. He's got to stop going in. Get that zealot out of there, man. Get that zealot out of there. Ooh, look at this. The zealots of Printef buying a bit of time. 15 probes versus 15, guys. Larry's zealot over there regenning shields.
I think the problem is that Printef only sent 1 worker. If Printef would have sent 2 workers, he would have been able to make the cannon at the bottom. But he's being very conservative this particular game. I'm assuming because he wants to make the gateways. But even when you make the gateways, you still want to send 2 probes because you always want to have one, ready to go. And in this case, if he would have had one over here, he would have made one down here, and the other one would have been over here making gateways.
2 zealots versus 4 right now. 4 versus 3. Another one pops out for Printef. 2 on the way. Gas is going down for Larry. I don't think that's the right thing. You need mineral mining right now. Why are we mining gas and taking a second gas? He thinks it's over. It's not over. There's gateways in your main base, Larry.
Oh.
You might be lucky as Larry in some of these games, but this one, I don't know, dude. You're in trouble. 2 zealots chasing 2 zealots. It's a zealot on zealot battle over here. Printef has the advantage. Another zealot pops out in the midst of it. Once again, Printef got the advantage there. The probe's being forced off the line. I'd love to see Printef focus on these probes a little bit. He's not quite able to get them. He loses that fight. That zealot does come out, take out 1 probe. We've still, where did those other zealots go? I don't know. There's a probe looking to expand elsewhere on the map. Larry, I think, really needs to be just...
Yeah, there's like no cybernetics core on Larry's side. Which means no battery, no way to like hard counter this. He's just trying to like just zealot it up.
chrono boosting zealots right now. He's actually losing this zealot count. He's got to be careful. He's lost so much mining time. And the zealot count getting out of control now. It's 4 for 3 in favor of Printf. And now he drops a cannon. That forge that has been unused this whole time does come down. The probes get a lovely little surround. Printf, of course, just trying to fight what he can. The probes all getting very low, but very few of them have gone down thus far. The probes drill through. They do get a nice surround, but another zealot pops out. Every time a zealot pops out, that cannon getting closer and closer to finish. Down to just 9 workers is Larry. The cannon is almost finished. Another zealot comes forward. Look at that. It says, hey, you're focusing on me. I'll kite you for days. Larry realizes he's done. He's dusted. The cannon finishes. GG. I've never lost to that. Oh.
That's my build right there.
Well, you have now. GG. That is an intense change up of the strategies there from Printf. Says, you know what? I can't get a cage off. There's too many probes being pulled. Rather than transitioning out of it, let's just pop down 1 billion gateways.
That's my build. That is the Sewer Mermaid build. Let's see.
And I think that was just a bit too slow from Larry to actually track the probes. I think you got to leave a few probes trying to cut off those workers.
Already in the Florentia files.
Did a great job of getting the zealots, but he transitioned into the gas just a little bit too quickly.
Oh, let's go
and
back.
Messed it up. GG, well played. Once again, Printf winning a rather insane game. GG, well played. Oh, right. We are back with the King of Cannons, and we have a very special game for you guys up here in the top right-hand side in the red. It is, of course, the OG Printf. The spreadsheet god, the never expand, one base or die trying. The guy who comes in my chat when he sees me cannon rushing not only gets disgusted by how bad I am at walling them off, but also by the fact that I often expand afterwards. But the reason this is such a special replay is because down here in the bottom left we have a very special opponent coming in at 6.8k MMR on the EU server. The one and only Protoss monster. It is showtime. That's right, this is the real showtime. I saw the MMR on the loading screen. I was like, oh god, we've got Printf just under 6k on the EU server. It is a GM player. But showtime, 6.8k. One of the absolute best players in the world called
I don't really think the skill matters too much in the early 5-minute games when it comes to like 6k or 5k. It really doesn't matter 6k 5k in the beginning of the game. You're getting cannon rushed. The objective would be, are you able to spot the probe, scout early, react properly? I mean, a 6k doesn't really matter anything if you got the pylon wall up, you know? If you get the pylon wall up and he comes in, it doesn't matter how many Ks he has. It could be 9k MMR. So sometimes I don't know. Just because they're high level doesn't really mean too much in a cannon rush.
The Mauer, because he literally is a wall. He is a fortress. And he has got that name for a reason, but right now, of course, it is Printf who is going to be walling him out. Heads up, we did already cast the first few minutes of this game, but the internet died, so we're casting it again. But I love this wall off. Only 4 probes being pulled, and immediately going for a forge. So
what he's doing right here, he's made the 2 pylons, right? He cancels one so he can get in there so he doesn't worry about getting blocked. And then he keeps the other one so he can do the cannon. So good way of like keeping his probes alive.
Time here is actually not going to commit a lot. He wants to force more money into this, but only 2 probes. It's really not that powerful, and Printf's able to get the.
Yeah. So Demur's gateway is not in the best place. That gateway needs to be over here, not over here. That's the whole reason why you get walled. You know, you put one right here at first, and then here if you want second. You won't get walled. You know, a good gateway placement would be here. So, I mean, you got a 6k MMR player, but has a lousy gateway, you know, position in his first gateway. You know, it's more like a rookie mistake when it comes to cannon rushing. That's a rookie mistake right here. But he's a 6k, right? So, you know, when it comes to cannon rushing, don't let the rankings fully fool you. A lot of it's the experience. does the opponent have the experience against cannon rush?
Wall off down, and he's still got one probe on the high ground. You can see Showtime walls off fully with the cyber core, so he's just going to try and get cannons up and stabilize that way. He already builds a second pylon back here. Now these 4 probes, the problem is if that probe gets up and gets cannons on the high ground, he's in trouble. He's going to lose this pylon in this position, so he cancels the first cannon, only pulling 6 probes though. And if
That's good. That needs to come down, because if he didn't get it in time, that cannon goes up, he's gonna have to let that go. Which, that's why Printep made it right there. He was hoping this cannon goes up in time to defend. Just barely defend this, but good job for is it Showtime to go straight for it.
if this probe of Printf just skirts around and gets more cannons down, he's fine. But he
Showtime already has a forge, so he could just decide to make a cannon right here. You don't even have to get too close to it. You could just make it right here, and that'll shut down this area right here from anything happening. You could even make it right here if you wanted to, as far as possible, and see if you could reach that pylon, but you really don't need to right away. Keep it closed, and get a zealot out.
He goes through the mineral line, a bit greedy from Printf, and he doesn't even start one more cannon. Even if he started one cannon there, I think that would have been pretty sick, because then the cannon would kill a few probes as they attack it. But as it is, I think Printf...
That cannon, well, if you're not going to do it here and you're going to do it up here, you want to do it like right here. You want to do it somewhere where it's going to reach the probe. That cannon does not reach the probe, but he is going to get a stalker, so that should get the job done. So I don't think he really needs that cannon right now. You could save that cannon if he's going to go stalker, get another gateway.
A little greedy there. I really do think he should have gone around the back of the mineral line, skirted the outside, and then thrown the cannons down. As it is, though, the probe adding its little taser beam and realizing he's walled out and he can't build more cannons, just 2 cannons, builds a gateway, goes back to building probes, drops 2 gases. But Showtime's already got his cyber core finished, and he's already got over 100 gas. Even though his second gas is a little later, Showtime's up a couple of workers, and he can put down a tech structure, but he's got to start it just before the cyber core finishes. Otherwise, he's going to lose the ability to build tech, and he opts for the Stargate. You'd rather have Immortals to clear out the cannons, but often, you know, your opponent's going to go Void Rays.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that Printf would go Void Raids. So if Showtime made Immortals, he'd get hard countered.
Off a cannon rush, and Immortals don't shoot up, unfortunately. So a good choice here by Showtime, who that probe wanted to spot the high ground vision, but the Stalker just inched forward and said, no high ground vision for you. This gateway is surviving me. It's going to rebuild the cyber core behind this as well. Up on 23 probes versus 21. Both gases mining, just finish off that mining. And this probe is going to slowly start wearing down the pylon at the front of the base. The Zealot comes forward. Printf wants to kill that gateway. He's trying to position it. There we go. Gets vision. But the Zealot's getting low, as is the gateway.
He's going to try to take it down before
the Stalker is going to shoot that
Zealot
Zealot back. Zealot pulls back with just 1 hit remaining. He's going to let its shields regenerate. And a Stargate does start up for Printf. But the Stargate's already done. It's already finished. A Void Ray already on the way. Showtime here.
I would get battery.
Wall off hold. I would pretty much always pull probes
get a
and try to
battery.
just man mode this, but Showtime is showing an expert ability to contain this pressure, deny it on the high ground. Behind this, he blocks the expansion, and he's slowly killing that pylon. We've got another Adept coming out here, or actually that is the first Adept indeed. A second Adept will queue up behind it.
I do like the Adept. Adept would be really good from getting the Stalker from hitting the Zealot. You go in with the Shade to get the vision when the cannon's getting contested. Kind of keeps your cannons alive.
He's looking to scout on through, and that Void Ray comes forward to fight the cannon, but the Adept does finish. He's going to try and take down some of these probes. Showtime. Loses 1 probe. Can he get a second probe kill? Nice pullback there from Showtime. Takes it down. He's got his own 2 shield batteries. A second Void Ray on the way. That Void Ray is going to go. It's going to take that one out. Prismatic alignment. Cannon cannot stand against a Void Ray and a shield battery. Printf here, he's just so behind on the Void Rays right now. He's a full Void Ray and maybe, what, 10, 7, 8 seconds behind on the second Void Ray as well.
Printf's going to try and stall again. He has this desperation right here on the Adept, because he wouldn't want to sacrifice it, but he has no choice. He needs to stall. But that'll give him time for Showtime to have to go over there and defend.
So over a Void Ray behind in production. And that Adept does finish, goes into the mineral line, but targets the gas workers. Those are the hardest ones to get a second shot on because they keep ducking inside of the assimilator. So I don't know if that was the best choice there. Only gets one probe, does buy a moment of time, but you know what doesn't have time?
This probe.
This pylon. He's literally going to get his base opened up and lose a pylon, almost hitting a supply block. He's got to replace that by just a single probe, adding that damage. Nicely done there. And it's just one gate, one Stargate up against one gate, one Stargate, but Printf is already taking a lot of damage on this gateway. Might lose that. He's got a cannon that's up forwards, kind of guarding it though, which is making a decent difference. Void Rays just pulling back, trying to engage out of cannon range, but notice they keep kind of shifting forward a bit. Just taking a bit of unnecessary damage there is Showtime. More shield batteries working their way forwards, wants to support this as he breaks out of his base. And right now, remember, 4 Void Rays, or 3 versus 2, soon to be 4 versus 3. As the numbers grow, that's not going to be as big of a deal, to be honest. I don't really think that...
I mean, right now, Showtime does have the Void Ray count, so that's good. I'd pull back a little bit, let the stalkers and the cannon, set up some cannon battery stalker right here, and then send my Void Rays over to the other side. Send them to the other side where there's nothing on Printf's side. Over here, you don't want to fight this. He's got all his resources built here. The last thing you want to do is attack this. It's better to, use your home court advantage. Defend with the stalker and some cannons for a little bit while the Void Rays rush over there. You nibble real quick, right? You nibble and you pull back, and then you take off. Because he won't know when you're leaving. He'll assume that you're still right there getting ready for another little poke. But when he realizes it, you're already going to be over there, and he's going to be like, oh shoot, he has to do one or the other. He has to either attack you really quick or defend his base. Which you'll have more Void Raids. And then what happens is if he does recall over there and you do some damage, you could decide to recall back home, as a blue. But contesting this is not really the answer. It takes too long. If you are gonna do this, you drain the batteries. You do what he's doing right now, and just focus on this cannon. Let all the batteries drain up off of this cannon's damage, so that when you do attack, the juice is gone for Printf. He's gonna have to make more batteries. But this is a good one to abuse if you want to abuse battery draining.
Matters as much as the Void Ray counts get bigger, but check it out. We are going to see an Adept warping in up here on the other side of the map. Adept's going to warp in and counterattack. That's going to be friggin' huge. That Adept is actually going to be massive. If that can
I'll wait for 2.
The Zealot actually sees it, so that Zealot's going to do okay. We'll be able to damage that Adept a fair bit. The Zealot was already on the red hit points though, so not going to be enough. Void Ray's taking out cannons on the front here, and he's keeping Printf focused. Notice they keep spamming clicks underneath the Void Rays to stack them up. And because they're so busy microing, guess what? Adept gets there. You can't mineral walk through that. There's no minerals to walk through. So the Adept just shuffling around behind the minerals is grabbing multiple kills. A Zealot, 2 probes. Will it grab a third? Almost. Not quite focus firing, of course. Got a micro at home at the same time, but gets on out of there. And oh no, Printf is in big trouble, man. He comes forward and grabs. Was that a stalker? I'm not sure. Oh, he almost loses a Void Ray though.
He had 4.
Demour does come forward. He's got prismatic alignment. Printf does not, but oh, we can't lose that Void Ray. He loses it. Oh no, Showtime there takes out one of the Void Rays. Perfect hold here by Showtime. I think he even used his shield battery overcharge.
I'm saying the battery shouldn't use that Adept. The Adept was doing good damage.
Did go down for Showtime, but you know what? His Adept's still here, and that might just be the checkmate. As long as he keeps this Adept alive, it's just going to keep picking off workers, man. So he even shades away ahead of time. He says, look, I know you're going to pull
shade
probes,
away.
but even if you surround this, you're not going to be able to get it. We're just going to shade away, kill 2 probes, waste mining time. And the longer this goes, the more trouble you're in. I mean, this really was meant to be about
right
waiting
now,
for Showtime to slip up.
Showtime doesn't need to engage this. He has the upper hand right now with the Adept. You just need to stay here, let him come to you, whittle him down, get more batteries. Eventually, if you have the luxury, you would, if he had that probe that's still over there, which I don't think he does though, he would make another base somewhere else. I mean, that means Printf would have to move away from his only best defense, which is all right here. If Printf has to go somewhere far away to attack, then he can't do it here. He's not going to be able to have like the strength.
But Printf, he's still down a Void Ray, and he's got this unsolvable problem. which finally he does solve by re-walling, but the Adept can come up and slowly kill that pylon, and anything like that is more damage happening on the side of the map.
Yeah,
Showtime
exactly.
is adding a second
Counterattack.
gateway. He's already got...
But you got to do it smart. You know, you can't do it just, you know, a dumb way. I do like the Adept. It would be nice to have 2 Adepts. 2 Adepts would have been way better. Been one shot. It's more common too to have 2 Adepts, but he needs to stay right here. That's all you have to do. Stay right here, make more Void Raids, and go in with the Adept. I believe Printef made a pylon to wall him again. I'm not sure, but I believe.
As opposed to, what is
I know
it,
if I was
14 plus
Printef,
2
yeah,
on
he
each
did.
gas.
Okay.
So we've got a
I was
broke
like, if
Printef.
I was him, I would.
He's
break
even
the,
in Void Raids for the moment,
I would
though.
make another pylon.
Ooh,
wall.
Showtime actually missed some Void Raid production. It's 5 versus 5 right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, 1 Void Ray falls on Printef's side a little bit quicker, but then the second one falls there for Showtime just a little bit earlier. Oh my god, this is so close. This is so close. They've both lost 4 Void Rays in this game. And at the end of it, they're both full on shields. So you know what? The Void Ray count is still dead even. But these Adepts, if they get in there, I mean,
he needs to do something.
You're dead. You can't defend 2 Adepts.
No, you'd have to recall one for sure. You'd have to recall one Void Ray.
All in with this Void Ray, right? He's got to just dive in and hope he catches Showtime away from the batteries, but there's so many shield batteries. You've got overcharge, you've got cannons of your own. He does a wall off. That's nice. Buys him a bit more time. Printef here, he's the master of buying time. But 2 Adepts and a Stalker are cracking their way in. Another Stalker warping in. As long as Showtime doesn't miss Void Ray production, I think this is totally fine for him. Printef's got to make a play. Yeah, Adepts are in the base.
So what Printef's gonna have to do is he's gonna utilize the time where the Adepts are attacking here, because he knows Showtime's gonna focus fire here. And Printef is hoping that he can catch a Void Raid with Showtime not being distracted over here. So it's a nice little gamble, but for Showtime, Showtime should know, and he should have his Void Raids on a hotkey if he's over here to pull back. You know, with the minimap hotkey with the Void Raid minimap pull back. Because you don't want to lose your Void Raids, not while you're doing really good damage. You have a lot of batteries at home. The last thing you need is to be in the front line to get picked off on a Void Raid. So I believe Printef is going to utilize that, because that's what it makes sense to do right now if he's in a pickle like this.
Printef's going to go all in on the other side. He stacks up.
See how he was trying to shark? See how he's trying to shark right now, because he knows Showtime's over there on the other side. Now he's pulling back, and he's going to hope that he can grab the Adept. But I think there's too many units right now for him to like fully surround. So he's kind of stuck in a pickle. He has to make something work here.
And he's like, please come and fight me. Showtime's like, no way, dude. I am killing your economy. All I need to do is defend and not take a bad fight. Printef getting desperate. He's digging deep. There's just no way,
Can't pick a bad fight.
Oh. Whoever stacks up a little better and gets them all firing at once faster, because they're such high damage units, it can be big. Ooh, he gets one.
Yeah, he doesn't need to engage. Showtime doesn't need to engage. All he needs to do is just keep making Void Raids and Stalkers. And that's it. You know, Printef is in a pickle. He can't make no more Void Raids after a certain point.
Let's get one Void Ray, and he's still got Prismatic Alignment turned on. He's trying to bait him into these fights. Prismatic Alignment's about to wear off. One more Void Ray for Printef. He's got another one, comes in. He does turn on that Prismatic Alignment, but he loses 2 Void Rays. He needed to pull back. Without Prismatic Alignment, he was done. And remember, the workers were all gone.
Oh yeah, this is the part. You got a good thing for Showtime. I'm surprised that Printef didn't have an answer for this outside of the wall. Like send a Void Raid over there, just one Void Raid. Because I mean, you have no other choice. I mean, you have to send a Void Raid over there, kill that, and then fly back over
the other side of the map. The single hero probe builds the pylon, cracks the base, a single Adept setting up, and then more Adepts warping in.
Yeah, you gotta watch out with this when it comes to cannon rushing. Void Raid play is really strong with the batteries. I really wish we had Mama Ship instead, though. I mean, this is nice as a cheese, but it's not really the best cheese, because battery shields are a bit too... Battery shields are just too... I don't know. I don't really like the battery shields in general. Like, I like them because they're original from StarCraft 1, but like the way they designed it is just too tanky. Like, too turtley. Okay, let's see.
All right.
Check one
It is
more.
time for the return of the classic, the one and only, the king
Needs
of
more
cannons.
cowbells.
Down here at the bottom left, representing
I know.
Quasar
What up,
as
Brooks?
being an absolute nerd, the king of the spreadsheets, and the man who, unlike the Grim Reaper,
What YouTube video you be watching today? Missed the intro. I'm a D-Door. I will ban you. I will ban you if you're instigating like that often. So, you know, don't test me.
will always one base or die trying. It is Printf. Now, what we really love about Printf is he is pure to the namesake. For those of you who are like, excuse me, pig, this King of Cannons episode didn't have any cannons in it? Well, you know what? Your voices have been heard. YouTube comments, Twitch comments. We have split Grim Reaper off into his own show. It is called The Grim Reaper. He has his own games are just labeled out. I don't know if we have a playlist for it necessarily, but you can always just search The Grim Reaper on my channel. It'll come up with all of his...
Oh, it's not a rule. It's just a track record. You know, you have a track record right now of just always saying these like just no. I'm paying attention.
Games, whereas the King of Cannons is now only the spot for print.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ban you. Forget it. Try to give you a show. Hide your user. I prefer not to deal with it.
F.
He's always throwing small little jabs at me for no reason. Relics. Yeah, I don't know why, but he's always trying to do little. What do you call that? When they try to instigate, but they do it without trying to be. They're trying to do it lightly. You can't do that against me. You can't do that. And I do pay attention to all that stuff. I study psychology. The last thing you need to do is test me.
And we've actually got a special video for you today, guys, because we have a quick game from all three matchups showing you how to do a beautifully executed crisp cheat.
It digs, but digs with trying to do it lightly, though. He tries to dig lightly. I forgot the word. Passive aggressive. There you go. He's very passive aggressive for no reason. Like, he knows what we're doing, but yeah, he keeps saying, "Oh, what are we doing? We're doing another this and that." It's like, yeah, you can see that we're doing it. Why have to ask if we're doing it? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to get to?
This is a pylon.
And he tried to do it again. What are we watching this time? Like, I know what he's
comes
doing.
across the map as his second
I just
probe
wish that he
enters vision
didn't.
of the Overlord. He's like, okay, got to get the pylons down, and he is doing the 3 pylon
What, sneak dissing? Sneak diss? Tries to sneak diss?
on high ground wall off. Now he's watching
I don't
right
know
now.
why
If
he
he
does
sees
that.
drones coming, he's going to very quickly go pylon. If you're not as quick,
So I'm not upset. I'm actually in a good mood, to be honest with you. I'm actually in a really good mood. But just because I'm in a good mood doesn't mean somebody can walk all over me or try to do those kind of things. Like, I just don't tolerate it, you know? So he can dig and he can tell me that I'm having a bad day, but I'm not having a bad day. I'm actually having a good day. If you only knew. No, I'm gonna ban you. I don't even want to hear it. Keep doing that. It's like, I'm not trying to babysit people that are trying to do that to me. There's no reason. Maybe later you can apologize and don't do it again. But at the moment, I'm not trying to deal with it. Let's see here. Yeah, T-Thor has been sneak dissing me for some reason.
as Printf, or you play with a bit of lag cross server, you may need to put
You'll
down
have to
these
apologize
pylons
later.
ahead of time, or at least one of them. Because Printf, he knows he's got sick reaction speed. He's saying, yeah, if I see drones coming, I'll get the pylons up in time. If you're not as quick, you might not want to take that risk. So he's going to immediately go a gateway and a cannon on the low ground. The gateway,
Well, he'll have to apologize. He knows what he's doing.
of course, walling that cannon in. But he sees no drones pulling, so he's not even going to finish the wall off. If he needed to, I think he could have built the gateway maybe there, or built another pylon there. He's actually going to go 2
You need to make a hat.
Ooh, so it's cannon plus gateway. He went a gas guys.
Well, just having a good time, you know, have a good time as part of this channel. To respect each other, you know. That's my biggest thing, respect each other. And when it comes to me, if you're sneak dissing me, that's not respectful. It really isn't. And I'm not going to be hanging out with people that are being disrespectful. You're either here because you like to be here, and it shows when you like to be here. When people don't want to be here, they're very antagonistic, and it shows that they don't want to be here. And believe me, he's been antagonistic for a while. This isn't the first time, second time, or third time. And I wish that, you know, he would stop doing it, but he just keeps trying to do it and assuming that I'm not, like, noticing.
So he's going to try and do a stalker rush, guys. We're going to see 3 workers put on gas, and he's going to go 2-gate stalker from inside the Zerg's base. Now 4 over here, notice he sent his probe in to
Hey, what up,
scout. He said,
Crocop?
hey, you're not trying to defend. What are you doing? And he's actually seen 2 gas geysers, which automatically tells you this is going to be a Roach Ravager response. Opponent's going to go Roach Ravager. He's going to try and break out. So it's a race against time here. Cybernetics Core is building, and he's going to go for the full wall off because Printf loves to make sure he's completely secure in case, say, some Zerglings pop out from here and run across the map. Doesn't have to worry about building any defense at home. He doesn't want to even invest in a cannon at home until Zerglings arrive.
Remember what Thumper's mom said? No, I actually didn't see. What was it, Barbie? Bambi? Was it Bambi? I didn't see that. Or maybe I seen a little bit, but I didn't really watch the full movie. Good old Thumper. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That is true. That saves a lot of dramas. You know, some people just can't. Like they're just too tempted to do it. You know, they can't help it. They can't help themselves. It gives them a kick, and they want that kick. They want. And so I'm like, hey, you want to play that game? You can play that game. I'm not playing that game. I'm here to have fun, hang out. You know, I'm definitely not here for the drama.
Because he wants everything spent at the front. You can see cannon. The gateways are finished. Another cannon. He needs to hold this high ground position. If he loses the high ground, his gateways get depowered. He technically could build a pylon there, but it would only power this gateway, not that one. Now the Cyber Core is finished. He's banked up some minerals and gas. He stopped it, just full mineral saturation, plus 1 gas geyser. And look at that, 2 Stalkers getting chrono boosted at the same time now. The Zerg player wants to get some Ravagers out and start biling this down. You see 3 Ravagers immediately morphing. Broodlings are going to pop out from this hatchery, but they're not really going to be able to do much damage because that cannon doesn't have a lot of surface area. Actually, they might trap a Stalker. This might time out really well. Oh, they trapped a Stalker. That's really bad for Printf. He should have watched out for that. A huge mistake for Printf. His
that
Stalker
died.
almost goes down immediately.
Ooh.
And look at that. The second round of Biles takes out a cannon. Shield batteries are going down, but for now, only 1 Stalker really able to fight. If he had 2, he would definitely be wanting to try and start damaging these Ravagers every time they run forward. He wants to kind of target the weak Ravager, pull back. Target the weak Ravager. Ooh, he misclicked the Ravager that time. He had a different one. But 4 Stalkers are now up, and with shield batteries, they will do really well versus Roach Ravagers. Stalkers are fantastic micro units. I feel like maybe he should build 1 more cannon just as a fallback point. For now, it's just batteries and Stalkers. That first battery's out of juice. Ooh, he cancels.
Good
no,
cancel.
that one actually died. He didn't
Did he
cancel it
cancel?
in time. A mess up here from
Oh,
Printf.
that's
It
not
looks
good.
like he's going to get overwhelmed.
But Ravager's going down.
Oh,
It's getting dicey.
Oh, it looks like he's going to be overwhelmed. He's going to have to fall to the low ground at the very least.
Yeah, he is.
But you know what? Remember, the Zerg is only on 1 base. He cancels. His Stalker's still trying to pick off units. I think the Zerg's got this, though. He's got the high ground position.
Yeah, the high ground's
There's
good.
no more shield
And
batteries down there. Printf's building more Stalkers, but he's only got 2 right now. He's trying to micro his heart out, but it looks like 4 here with a very quick Ravager response.
Oh, that
And
better.
that depowers cannon.
Oh,
battery,
the
both
two stalkers
depowered.
are gone. He
Stalkers
needs
are
another
microing his little
pylon.
hearts out, but he's actually
That
not
cannon,
got these
though.
pylons in the correct position.
Oh, it doesn't
And
reach.
Prince
Oh, that
Ephes
is the
screws
worst.
pooch. A little
If that
bit
cannon
too
reached
slow.
just
We're
a
getting
little
few
bit,
extra batteries and cannons.
kill his own.
That first Stalker taking a lot of damage meant he was a bit slow to start damaging the Ravagers and Lings. And a fantastic cheesy build from Prince F, but he made a few mistakes. Let's just very quickly review those little errors.
What happened is Lord Farquaad from Shrek, Snow White's kid. They have the same hair, and he has the magic mirror. I'm not sure, but there might be like a theory on YouTube about it. You can check and see, because I'm sure somebody's, if it is true, someone probably already got, you know, a sniff too as well. Because man, some people go really deep into Disney lore and Easter eggs and stuff. Like, I believe they were saying there was a way, you know, they were saying that Hook killed the Little Mermaid's mom. It was Ariel's mom. That Hook killed Ariel's mom, because there was like a map that he was going to, and in the map it showed like where Ariel's, you know where they live, which shows that they were going over there eventually. Sounds kind of crazy. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh man, let's see. Oh, there's a couple. GG.
Is here, because I really think that was huge. The Broodlings dying as his Stalker popped out was really big. So you want to make sure, if you see that that's timing out, what you could do is you could take the cannon and just attack a gateway and wait for the Stalkers to come out and then tell it to kill it, or you could change the rally point for the Stalkers. This one can still rally that way, but that Stalker should rally to the right, wait for the Broodlings to be gone. Getting it surrounded, oof, really bad. He also arguably could have built his batteries a little bit quicker if he was a bit better at doing some of his cancels, right? So the Stalkers should already be up there hitting these Ravagers, pulling back, hitting the Ravagers, pulling back. And he should be building more batteries right now as well. So this is a bit of a problem for Prince F. Because that Stalker took so much damage, he's a bit too pedantic to get damage on the Ravagers. And every time they came forward for those biles, he needed to be punishing. So like here, now he's in front, but notice there's a few more Roaches and Ravagers. So he's actually missed his opportunity a little bit. And that cannon goes down. And he's now trying to mass them, but he actually gets supply blocked on 31 as well. So he probably should have had one more pylon here. Doesn't cancel that. And the Zerg just barely overwhelms. So a little bit better focus fire for Prince F. And making sure he doesn't take all that damage on that first one of the two Stalkers.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was going over the...
Let's go straight into game 2. Let's look at PvP. All right. Let's go. It's game number 2. It's going to be PvP here. And let's see if Prince F can do a little bit better this time. An unfortunate hold there on his PvZ attempt, but...
Look at that shirt right there. Look at the shirt. Oh. Hey, what the hell? Prince F... Pig changed locations. Alright. He's got the dank shirt right there. That's funny. Remember, we said the answer to everything was Ravengers? They're really good. Why did I play the D-Door chat in YouTube first before... Yes, he did, Shadow. He talks in rhetorical questions too. You know, he's just been very instigating, which I don't know why. But you know, he's always has something to say, even when it's not even like a conversation between me and him. If it's somebody else, he'll try to chime in, and it's like, wait, why are you trying to chime in? And why is it against what I'm just talking about? Yeah, I'm just, you know, he'd have to apologize and not do it again, because it's getting old. And, you know, I can only tolerate it for so long, because if somebody doesn't feel like they want to be here, why are they here, you know?
I do love the simplicity of that pylon wall off on the high ground. I think it's a splendid way to play a really simplified version of the wall off, because you can always wall the top of their ramp. I guess maybe there's 1 or 2 maps where creep reaches there, but almost every map you can do that. Up here in the bottom left-hand side, in the blue, it is printf.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Shadow.
And in the top right, we've got 3D Youngstar. I think that's a Russian clan, so we might be playing on EU with a little bit of lag. Once
But
again,
if you read the logs,
in the forge, so we can defend his mineral
you'll see in the logs a pattern.
Probe. And printf, of course, remember, never hides his identity. Unlike a lot of the other people we cast who do a lot of Smurf accounts, a lot of barcodes, he never does that. Where's he going to put the pylon? Okay, so he starts a pylon there.
Yeah, I don't like. I think that's just like a gimmick. The whole thing, how printf always says that how Pig always says that printf never hides behind the barcode. I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you. I mean, printf. I mean, he's doing a cannon rush. It's not like it's a 15-minute game, a build order. You know, it's a 4-minute, you know, more like 4 to 5 minute game. Yeah, barcode or not barcode, it's positioning. It's positioning. It's you know, it's you got to be just good at cannon rushing. It doesn't have to do with the name, even if he has a name or not. Yeah, they know it's him, but even at the highest rank, you can't really hide behind barcode too well either at the highest ranks, because you play each other all the time. You know the person's what is it, MMR average compared to another barcode. You'll know that the icon, you'd have to keep switching the icons. Like, I think you just gotta get good at the cannon rush, and that's it. I don't use my name just to not get harassed, you know, just not get sniped, or not, you know, have to worry about, you know, the back and forth dialogue. I just do it just like a movie star does, or they hide themselves. They put a little sunglasses, they put a hat on, you know, they just don't want to be bothered, you know, when they're just having a, you know, living. Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. You just want to be discreet and enjoy the game, and that you don't have to have your name up. So it's more gimmicky than anything when it comes to like a barcode or a name. When you're up at that high rank, I don't think it matters at that point. I mean, you're either good at the cannon rush or you're not good at the cannon rush at the end of the day. You know, you're either good or you're not good at it. The name doesn't really do very much, you know. The name does hardly anything, so it's not the biggest thing where you're like hiding behind a barcode or not hiding behind a barcode to do the cannon rush. More like a gimmick.
He's trying to mineral walk around when he can, but most importantly, he's just trying to keep moving so the probes can't get hit.
That is a tactic. Yeah, using his name is a tactic. If you try to out counter a cannon rush, he could play it differently, and he can make you overreact. So, you know, there's pros and cons with it, but it's the name of it in general is not that important. What's important is, do you know how to cannon rush? Because cannon rushing isn't just one little spot and hope that that's the end all. No, cannon rushing is being able to make something happen in the base, outside the base. It could just come in after a few cancels, a couple errors. You come in and boom, you make something happen again. That's cannon rushing. The name doesn't have anything to do with that part, you know. But it's all right, yeah. But I don't know. It's not big. I don't really see the difference between him using a barcode or using his name. You're either good or you're good. You're either good or you're not good.
Hits on him. If Youngstar was super pro, he'd be trying to move probes in front to intercept and get...
Yeah, they'll overreact. They'll think you're cannon rushing. They send all these right there, and you're just over there. Like, that's what I would do. If I cannon rush and they think I'm always cannon rushing, since I don't have a one base or die trying method of playing, sure, I'll take a base. I'll take 2 gases, you know, and fake the cannon rush the whole time. So you can mind game them when they think you're a cannon rusher. You have power with your name and being a repetitive cannon rusher.
Extra hits off. And look at that. There's a probe on the low ground. Youngstar's blocking that. His other probe got blocked. Oh no!
Oh,
Princeff
that's
not
not
watching
good.
his probe down there. Got surrounded.
That's
he puts a pylon to
inconvenience.
block the probes though. Even I was distracted after rewind to that bit. But oh,
Right here, he was hoping that the probe got out. If you could see the move. So Printef was like trying to wall this off. Wall this pylon off.
even I was distracted.
And he's like, comes over here hoping to get this probe to get out so he can go back in and make a pylon right here. But this probe stayed around, so the probe is like, oh man, he didn't leave.
Distracted after rewind to that bit. But oh, there's still a bit too much surface area.
He could still shut it down, right? Like close it right here. But one probe right here, and another probe right here. And then the rest of them following this probe, we're good to go.
I think. Yeah, because he can attack that with probes. Youngstar needs to get a probe attacking from that angle.
Yeah, from
And I
that
think he can
angle
get
and
two
that
on
angle.
as well. But
He has to do it right
he's
away.
Not doing it
Yep.
quick enough. Another pylon.
Yeah, and then now Printef saw an opportunity to block it now. So the red lost that chance. Now this one's definitely going to go up because it's only two probes attacking it. So, but you see what I mean? Like, you like this right here, this setup, this is what Cannon Rush isn't about. The name has nothing to do with it.
Goes down, and another pylon. Okay, wait, what? Remember, he lost his other probe on the way across the map, and he hasn't brought another one. If this probe dies, it's all over. He only now has found the APM to grab another probe and bring it over. That's why you should always have a third probe control route when
in
you
the sewers, drag you to the
it gets
sewers.
focused down, but he's got a cannon up in
figured
range
it'd
of
be a
half the
good
mineral
one.
line. So what Youngstar needs to do is just grab half the workers and pull them off and just leave only a few workers mining.
Oh,
but
no.
look at that, an orange hit point cannon, but it survives. And Youngstar not getting the surface area correctly.
He's moving out.
The probes and the
He said, I'm going.
But Printef can easily just get cannons up, and he's going to see this pull.
Yeah, he's going to see it.
Shit.
He's going to
Cannons,
3 pylon wall.
Cannons, Printef, don't die. Don't die to a
I know,
probe
he
zealot
can even
pull.
make a
That would be
cannon.
silly.
Like, Printef doesn't even need a gas. He doesn't even need a gas at all, which I don't even know. I would cancel even just one gas, make a cannon right in the middle, and we're good to go.
Printef! Is he sleeping? Oh no, he wasn't paying
There we
attention.
go. Yeah, you want to
Maybe
do it
it's
real
his face
quick.
before that cannon.
I mean, I'd even make another one right here. Right here at the bottom, a little pocket. That I'll make one right here, one right here. One to defend with the rest of the probes, and then one to back off in case I don't want, you know, the way he's coming at it.
Finishes. I think he can keep it alive, but I mean, he's down 2 workers, and there's 2 zealots in here. Well, okay, 1 zealot. The other zealot's way on. These probes are coming in. I don't know if it'll be ready in time. We've got the cannon shooting the Nexus over there, so that will be eliminated. But right now, these probes need to buffer for this, and the probes coming in for Youngstar. The cannon's not going to finish in time. The probes are starting to...
See what I mean? I would have canceled right here, made a cannon right here, in case I didn't want to contest with this one. I'd back off, and then there's this probe right here, this cannon that goes up. This one might die, but once this one's good, you're good to go.
Printef gets the initial aggro there, but his probes are outnumbered.
Oh,
However,
but that
he's going
cannon's
to pull
up now.
back to
That's a
safety.
huge
The problem
difference.
is all the probes are now stuck behind each other. They're not attacking. All these probes are stuck.
He's attacking the
Printef's
zealot
cannon goes
first.
down. He needed to fight with the cannon. He
Yep.
needed to let the probes tank. All he
Who's gonna
needed to
win?
do was keep that cannon alive as long
gonna be a
as
draw?
possible. He can cancel that cyber core to get extra money. Now his probes have to run across the map. Actually, wait. He can run across the map and base trade. If he...
well, to be honest with you, Red can actually recall back home. The only thing is that Nexus strong enough yet? Is it almost dead? If the Nexus is still alive, he can recall, start mining a little bit, maybe get 100 minerals and get another Zealot. But it might be a base. It might be a draw.
Pulls his probes to the other side of the map. He cancels the cyber core. He starts a zealot. He's got it. No, drill to the other side of the map. Okay, he clicked on the gas there to kind of phase through. If he goes to the other side of the map, and he's done it. He's figured it out.
Oh yeah,
He's clicked
that
on the other side of
Nexus
the
is
map.
done.
Then his probes can kill Youngstar's buildings. Youngstar, you need to mine. You need to mine more money. Don't
Yeah, he
run
needs
away.
to
You
mine.
need 75
That's why I would
minerals
recall.
for an assimilator, or you're going to lose the base trade, buddy. No. You need to force the draw. Okay, Printef's just going to micro.
Oh yeah,
he's
Printef's
doing
gonna
some
do the whole
position.
position. He's trying to do the whole position, which is really good. What you do is you get the probes to just move on the Zealot, hold move command, and then the Zealot can actually move around.
The zealot. Look at
So
that.
if he gets a little bit, if he needs to move out, he can move away, and the probes will let him go. It's a good micro when you only have a Zealot and some probes. That's a good tactic.
And he's not letting his... Oh, but he's losing the Zealot fight anyway. Printef getting way too fancy with the micro. His Zealot dies first, and he's still outnumbered 6 versus 10. Printef, oh, if you guys have ever played Minute Micro, there's a challenge where you try to buffer your Zealot with hold position. He was trying to do that ultra technical micro, but I'm pretty sure he's playing with a little bit of latency here.
Okay, so now what Printef might try to do, if he's going to try to do anything, is he's going to try to kill that gateway and the pylon with the probes. Which I'm assuming Red is going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you going over there? So we'll see who can kill the bases first, which I think is going to be a draw because I don't think you can get to the cannon. The cannon's not going to...
Just a bit too slow on it.
Cannon's not going to be contested with that little bit of workers.
No money. Oh, he turns and actually gets a fight there while having the probe advantage. 6 versus just a handful. Now he's got to pull out. No. Printef, run. Run. Okay, so Printef's cannons can never die. So he's 100% not lost this game. The question is, can he secure a win in this game? And when he's outnumbered this much with probes, I'm not so sure. He's going to try and probe drill in, kill this, and get out without losing a worker. Now, he's splitting one probe off. What is he doing? Is he going to try and fight that orange hit point probe with his green one? I think he is. Oh, he recalls it. But that probe's got more hit points.
Get the mineral in there.
Oh, he's going to build another probe. He realizes, wait, I've got money for one more probe. And his probes are just, okay, if we can buy time and mine a few minerals. Or even do a 2v1. 2 healthy probes versus 2 orange hit point ones. Youngstar has to back out. Battle of the boys. This is actually the sickest PvP base trade ever. Probes versus probes. Printef gets a kill. He gets a kill. Can he get out? Now, can he get out? That's the question. Youngstar's got to cut him off, man. He's got to keep cutting him off. Youngstar's probe micro, not as good as Printef's, I feel. Printef has made it 7 versus 8. Now, his probes are a little more bruised, some in the deep red. Some of these are all bruised as well, though. So you know what? It's still a pretty close scenario, and the problem for Youngstar is that Printef can just pull over here and kill the pylon.
Youngstar needs to just attack that Nexus for the meantime.
Back to the cannon, hit the gateway, run forward, run back, run forward, run back.
Yep.
And
that's why the
base
killing
these buildings doesn't even win.
He has a gateway he has to kill, a Nexus he has to kill a Nexus, a gateway, and then Printef only has to kill a pylon and a gateway. So I'm surprised Red hasn't caught on to that.
Because you need to kill the cannons and pylons. So as Youngstar, you needed to be able to build an assimilator on the other side of the map. That's why I was talking about 75
You didn't do the math.
He needed 3 more mineral trips before that Nexus died, which he could have done. The Nexus still had like 500 hit points. If he got 3 more mineral trips, Youngstar would have had 75 minerals and would have had enough to build an assimilator, which he could defend because it's far enough from the cannon, and then he could have forced the draw. But he didn't realize that he needed money for structures on the other side of the map. And now Printef will simply win the base trade with the probes. Even if the probes were back here, as I said, he can simply pull back to the cannon whenever he wants.
Yep.
Come in, hit the gateway, pull back.
Yep.
That cannon reaches to about here. It's going to give you...
Red has already made a mistake.
Because you can always pull back to the safety.
You can't even go back. Like, Red is like... he's not experienced. The moment he gets over here, Printef could recall back home and start mining again. And if he mines just enough to get a Zealot, it's over. Completely. Even if he doesn't get the gateway right now. So, Red over here, unless that Nexus is dead, there's no reason to come over here anymore. You had your chance.
Of it. And Printef here... I really think he fucked up by not building an extra cannon and also not positioning in front of it at some point and stuff like that. I do think he messed up his micro there. Also with the Zealot that he built, I think he messed that up. I think there was a few mistakes from him in this game, but look at this. Okay, so now we see the dance of him pulling back to the cannon. So there's this one probe over there, but that just means this is 7 versus 7. And Printef is mining minerals.
Yeah, he's already mining for the recall.
Because why not? Got to have shinies in your hand when you win the game. You can just run over here, attack this.
No, he's gonna recall back home. Like, surprised how people don't see these things. But that's StarCraft, though. Experience is way you could see things different than others. Other people can't see that far into the future without the experience.
Pull back.
Playing some Elite Dangerous and going over VODs. Oh, nice. In the,
that's hilarious. He's like, no, that's fine.
Going over the VODs in
wait, did they lose minerals when they recall?
Sea of
Wait,
Thieves?
what? Probes lose minerals when they recall? I didn't know that was the thing. Either way, though, nicely done there by...
Oh, you're talking about this one?
Let's go back to when he set the cap.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing some members only cannon rush to GM. You know, I'll do it with a name without a barcode.
Cannons up initially, because there was a really unfortunate turn of events. Remember, this is like 1 minute. So check this out. He's clicked this second probe just to walk.
Oh yeah, for some shorts. Yeah, I gotta do that this week. I gotta look for shorts and videos, do some edits, put out some of my dankiest builds this month.
Walk into the natural. He's clicked it there, and while his first probe's running around evading him, a single probe gets attack move for Youngstar, and this probe...
Yeah, he got stuck right here. What a yeah, bad spot. You know,
just gets stuck on this edge, and it can't figure out its pathing.
Yeah,
it's not even
bad
attacking.
luck.
That's the red probe attacking. His probe's just stuck, and Printf's like, oh yeah, that won't be dying. It'll be fine. And he's doing this crazy micro up there.
Not your business. Oh my goodness. That's a good one though. That's your business.
That probe going down, just total fluke by Youngstar, but it works out. Now you can see here Youngstar's really screwed up because he hasn't blocked what is the most dangerous area with a probe. And then he's like, he's letting him come over and wall this off. And I think that cancel was kind of unnecessary, but oh, I guess it works out. This was a really awkward pylon spot. He should have had it there and then tried to get one there, and then the cannon would have been untouchable. But the fact that he...
Like, it's just the, I don't know, these Protoss players. They're high level players. But it always amazes me. Then I always remember that they're always trying to just macro up so much. Their downfall is that they want to macro so much that they don't know when to actually say, hey, let's meet in the middle. You're coming over here, you're wasting resources in my base. That means I could pull workers to deny it, and we're still somewhat even. But these guys want to like get extra be ahead and just go, oh, I think I could just send 2 probes and that'll get the job done, maybe 3. And no, you got to get in there and, you know, just shut it down. That's all you got to do, just go in there and shut it down. No, I think I could stop it and to get my void rate out. Shut it down. Get in there, get couple probes here, and some probes back here. Chase that probe. You got only a little bit of time for the Zealot to come out. Once your Zealot comes out, you're good to go. Go back home and mine. And be conservative if you want, but you need to slow it down so that your Zealot can come out and then shut everything down afterwards. And you can't let them just put walls. This is a quick wall potential, right? This is where cannon rushing is dangerous. He might wall here, or he might wall here. He might cannon here, and the player doesn't know. You know, it could be 6K, 8K MMR. You know, if you think he's cannon rushing here and he goes over here, you're screwed if you get walled. Or if you think he's going to be over here or down here and then he does it right here, you're screwed. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of cannon rushes. You find opportunity in location, but it's not always the area you think it's going to be is not always going to be that area. So you have to have, like, that's why you got to shut it down.
This area with a probe, and then he's like, he's
like, no probes are at the bottom. No probes are already over here on this side. So then you got Printf being able to like do the pylon wall. Can't let him do that.
He's letting him come over and wall this off.
Yep.
And I think that cancel was kind of unnecessary, but oh, I guess it works out. This was a really awkward pylon spot. He should have had... Right.
He wanted the probe to come follow so he can make it and then not have a probe, because obviously you don't want probes over here. But do you see how there's no reaction? Even while he made the first pylon, second pylon, these probes should have already went in here. Just run right in. If he wanted to, you know, if he wanted to, he'd make a, you know, if I was red, I'd make a pylon right here. The probe can't get inside anymore. Then I'll send my workers over here, and then I'll cancel my pylon, and then let my probes go in. You know, you gotta be crafty. But you could also wall. You could also keep them out. You know, you could also put pylons right here and right here. You can cancel them later. You can get them so that you can't make anything happen here.
It there, and then tried to get one there, and then the cannon would have been untouchable. But the fact that he gets that extra one down, Youngstar just not prioritizing attacking it. If Youngstar pulled another probe and attacked from here, here, and here, he could have stopped this for sure. But then check this out. Printf even gets a pylon up there. So he says, well, you can't get a second probe there or replace that. You can't get a probe or two on this angle either. 2 probes does not beat a cannon. And that single cannon comes on up. Now, what's really super cool about
Where is
this sort of cannon rush is this is a big danger area, and that's what Youngstar was worried about. Was him coming down, building a gateway there, a cannon, and then like another pylon or 2 there to fully wall a cannon in. So Youngstar was a little bit more worried about that. But you've got to be worried about all potential areas where they can create a little cage.
I should call my profile your mom, bro. I don't like to instigate him. But that would definitely be a good instigating name. It'll piss people off. But if you cheese them, and they're already mad, and your name is like that, oh man, they'll call that a personal attack.
For those cannons, and Printf is the master of knowing like 500 different variations of it. That's why he's so bloody good at getting it.
That's the beauty. Well, he plays a lot too. I mean, you figure if you play as much as Printf, you should be knowing where the cannons are if that's all you do. You should be good at your spots. That's, you know. If you're not, then like, oh man, try another build, try another style, because, you know, it ain't working out if you play that many games and you don't know, you know, where your spots are at. So that's the other thing, is that you're playing those early games over and over again. Imagine how many games you can get in when they usually last about 5 minutes to 7 minutes versus an average game where most people have to take about 15 to 30 minutes playing their game. You can get a lot more figured out in such a small window than other players having a way bigger window of trying to figure out other, you know, situations that could happen.
So if you memorize your little spots where you can dupe, okay, if he's blocking here, I'll go down here. If he's blocking there, I'll go here. There are so many layers to Printf's bullshit. It is beautiful. So
yeah, that's the beauty of Cannon Rush, is when you Cannon Rush, it's like an art, you know. You might see an opportunity that you can close something off, but your opponent doesn't see it. So your artistic experience allows you to paint a nice, good Cannon Rush without your opponent being able to understand where it's going to happen or how it's going to happen fully. They probably got a little idea, but they won't have the full picture. That's why you got to shut it down. Respect the Cannon Rush. Pig did a new KOK episode yesterday. He said Printf doesn't play as much. He works full time. Yeah, he does a lot of coding. But I'm saying before, Crocop. I'm saying before, when he played a lot. He's been playing for a long time, for years. He's been doing this for years.
Try that one out. Let's go straight on into...
But like, I still feel like when you're cannon rushing for years, there's still a diminishing returns. You know, there's only so many spots you can have in a map, where like you could do it 1,000 times, but after like the first 100 times you already figured it out. You're just doing it over and over again at that point. But yeah, I feel like there's a diminishing returns in cannon rushing that for that long. It's good, you know, your spots, but the variety is not like there, you know.
Protoss versus...
I'm always big on variety.
All right. It is time for the third game, the PVT. And this is called the Modern Crypt build, according to Printf. I don't know if that's based after Crypt
This map looks weird, huh?
There's a French cannon rusher,
like
I
it's
believe.
over...
French? British? I always get confused between my different...
It's over focused?
But he's actually playing right now in EU up against Goody, the infamous Panzer General himself. So let's see how this build works. It looks like, wait, no pylon?
Oh, no pylon, huh?
What's this?
So it's probably gonna be a pylon gateway. Because if you're not gonna send if you're not gonna make a pylon over there, you're gonna get gateways. You just want to save all your money for it.
In Goody's base?
No, gateways.
Oh, he's gonna try and pylon block the minerals.
He's gonna make gateways.
God, he's going for the silliest pattern of cannon rush you've ever seen. He's actually gonna use the forge to create.
No, he's gonna make gateways.
Oh my god, you gotta get on the inside, Goody. You gotta get on the inside.
Eventually, you can make a forge.
He's building a second barracks back there, which is a good idea. Oh, okay. Gateway gets up there. Oh, Goody, you gotta chase the probe. You gotta chase the probe.
You get a forge.
Look at this, 2 gateways and a forge. Oh my god, this is the most glorious thing I've ever seen. So the idea is you just build gateways and a forge, and then you look for, you gotta have sick.
Well, to be honest with you, it's actually better to make a pylon at home and a forge at home and then do the gateways. It's way better. This is not as good because for one, you're not making as, you're capped. You get supply blocked at home. You have to wait for this pylon to go up to even make more workers, and then you're showing them that you're going for a forge. The last thing you want to do is reveal that you're going for a forge by making a forge right here. That kind of just spoils everything, you know. So I actually don't like the forge being over here. I would prefer a pylon at home, forge, and then while you're sending them over here, then do the gateways. That way you can surprise them. It's always better to surprise them because he won't catch that you're getting cannons. When you're ready to make another pylon and another cannon, you can just make it quick, like right here, cannon, pylon, boom. And then he'll be over there worried about the gateways, and you cancel this gateway and then make another pylon or something like that, you know? Like these pylons could be canceled and then you could turn it into an actual cannon rush by saving the resources by canceling the ones you really don't want. It's like a distraction. But that forge right there, I don't know. I think this cannon rush is I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get over here as quick as possible so that he can get there before the marine. I mean, I know why he's doing it, but it's not really that practical. Not when you show your hand. And if you're showing that you're going for a forge, at least to me, I know exactly what you're going to try to do.
Pattern recognition to identify where the weak spot is that's undefended, where you can cannon. He might just try to drive in there and do it there. Where's he going to do it?
And then obviously, you got to attack the probe. You can't let the probe just do whatever it wants to do. It's not being contested.
No, he's just building more gateways for now. I guess the forge isn't even done. He can't even build cannons yet. This is hilarious. Marines are almost out, though. He needs to get a cannon started. Yeah, he's going to go in the
And then there he goes.
middle. He's going to go in the middle. Gets one pylon there.
You could even cancel this one and have some resources to make the wall.
And cancels it. And then leaves.
No, you made a mistake.
This is so bizarre.
Oh, man.
There's no way this works. Oh.
You always have to click on everything that they build. Whenever they build stuff, you have to click it. Click it, because you got to see which one's the cannon. Is it 2 cannons? Is it a pylon and a pylon? You have to click on them. You have to find out.
You got to focus that with your SCVs. He cancels that one, gets another pylon down. It's secure. The Marine needs to get down there and shoot that cannon right now, or he's in big trouble.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't follow the probe. You give them all the time in the world.
The second Marine's almost out. The other barracks got cancelled. He's not going to ever get that down. The probe is attacking the Marine, trying to distract the aggro there. And look at that. That cannon's going to finish up. It's going to be damaged, but he can focus the Marine with it, and then it can do quite well. Where is the other Marine? Oh, there's a second Marine. The cannon's going to go down. The cannon will go down. Can it get a Marine before it goes? Oh, because he'd hit the Marine. It only took 2 shots rather than 3. Absolutely genius. And now he starts chrono boosting Zealots. Remember, he's been canceling structures that were going to die. He's building more gateways here. If he can rally onto that Marine, look at that. He's trying to rally to the left so it doesn't get blocked by the SCVs and straight onto that Marine. And and Goody needs to react really fast. Oh, the SCVs are pulling, but these SCVs are attacking the gateway. They're not attacking the Marine. Goody loses that Marine to the probe. The probe comes in and snipes a Marine. Absolute psychopath. What the hell? The Zealot gets the other Marine. The SCVs clean him up, but there's no Marines out. And another cannon goes down. Oh my god, a cannon goes down. Another gate.
Again, the probe is not contested at all. You gotta send workers to go after the probe. You can't give him enough time to just be everywhere where he wants to be.
Way to corner it. This probe is a true hero. So you guys think American snipers awesome? You're like, oh, it's shocked. What a hero. This guy's a hero. This is a little robot. This is literally a little bloody Roomba.
Yeah, and well, that's his choice, right? He wants to play StarCraft. He wants to cannon rush all the time, and that's the way he likes StarCraft. But yeah, like StarCraft's such a great game. You would love to play all the toys, right? Play with all the tools. Not only that, is just if you want to be really good, you want to use all the tools and find ways to use them. If not, you're not getting like the full enjoyment of StarCraft, because there's so much goodness in it, and to do the same thing over and over again, it's great. It's good that you learn it, but it's not like everything. I that's why I can't do cannon rush only. I know how to do cannon rush, but it's not everything. You want to take bases, you want to learn how to use your Colossus, your Mortals, Storm Drops, Sentries, things like that. It's just way more colorful. I don't really feel like it's like the biggest enjoyment winning when you do a pylon wall and a cannon and you win. It's like, yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I got the win, I got the cannon. But the real enjoyment is like the battles, the real good, back and forth, crazy games. Two people fighting in a phone booth. But like, just to catch someone slipping, it's not the greatest win. But it's definitely a win. You get MMR, but it's not the greatest win.
A little bloody vacuum cleaner, essentially, with a tiny shitty taser. It's R2-D2 just took down a goddamn Imperial bloody Space Marine. This is insane. The Zealot looking for the Marines. Can he get him? Can he get him? Oh, good, he's micro. He loses another Marine. But you know what? These cannons keep getting cancelled. Zealots are going to pop out. Can he get a few more Marines? It's all about keeping the Marines alive. Goody, you got to keep your Marines alive. The SCVs managed to body block. Nicely done. Zealot changes targets, though. Any Marine,
nice Marine
will do.
micro.
The probe lands a hit and then gets out of there. The Zealot finishes it off. You absolute mad lad. Goody is not mining.
And there goes that probe alone to his whatever he wants to do.
But if he defends, it's all worth it. Another Zealot's about to pop out. He's trying to go for the Marines. SCVs block.
Hold
and
position.
Pulls back. Whenever he's blocked by the SCVs, he pulls back. Cannon's going up in the left, though. And look at that. The Zealot here is going to start to try and fight these SCVs. I actually think he should just go for these SCVs hitting the gateway. Let the cannons go down to the Marines. You're not going to fight that. But if you can distract him and pull his attention into multiple areas, it can work out. As I say that, he goes for a Marine. He gets it. Another Marine gets cornered there. Another Marine. Another Marine. Three Marines just went down. Goody, you've got to keep your Marines alive.
Oh, he's broken.
Oh, my God. The cannons are going to finish.
Broken.
He's going to finish cannons. I cannot believe this absolutely monstrosity of a build, this stupid build. Look at that. He gets a third Marine kill. That probe just got his third Marine kill. He has 3 kills. Who the fuck has ever seen a probe kill 3 Marines? I don't know if I ever have. This guy's a mad lad. Printf's a god. The SCVs are died to the cannons. And Goody has been overwhelmed. The pants.
This is not a build you do and win win often. This is blue deserved to lose.
General.
Blue deserved to lose, but he did really good in some spots. But how do you not? You gotta send workers. You gotta send workers to kill his workers. It keeps him from being comfortable placing stuff wherever he wants to, and the moment he makes a cannon, you'll be able to be right there with them. Blue is like that person in a horror movie who's running and then trips all of a sudden. And it's like, then he goes over to the car and he tries to get his keys and he drops his keys. I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna? If this person dies, I don't care at this point. I'm not gonna have any feelings for this person that dies. Deserves every bit of it. Keeps tripping and dropping his keys. And then goes inside finally. And then someone knocks. And then he opens the door. And then all of a sudden he closes it. And the guy's right behind him and he kills him. It just, oh my goodness. You know, as much as I wanted this Terran to kind of like survive, he made so many mistakes. It's, whew. We'll do one last one. One last one. And then
All right. Hello,
ladder.
everybody, and welcome. We are back with an episode of the King of Cannons. That's right.
It's a complete mind game. Yeah, Cannon Rush is definitely a mind game for sure. And it really broke Blue. But like, these guys are like 6K MMR, 5K MMR, right? Like, they've played thousands of games. You would expect them to already figure out a couple simple things to defend Cannon Rush. I mean, it's, you know, when people Cannon Rush me, it's, you know, I'm like, okay, do it. Try to Cannon Rush me. Yeah, I definitely don't act like these guys.
The man who never uses a barcode, never uses a smurf
Yeah,
account.
that's a gimmick.
Cannon rushes every single game. His opponents know it's coming, and he still wins a heck of a lot and often hovers up near that 6,000 MMR mark on the North American ladder. It is, of course, none other than the OG King of Cannons himself, Kazar Gaming's Printf.
Let's go.
Well, actually, he's not really a team, Quasar Gaming, is it? It's just he likes Quasars, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it takes them out of their elements. Printf has his techniques, and then I have my techniques, and then some of our techniques kind of merge in regards to like more of the simple stuff too, because the more simple cannon rushes we both figured out. But he has some slightly different approach to the cannon rush, and then I have slightly different approach to the cannon rush. And yeah, it's definitely a mind game.
I think he's a bit of a science nerd. Definitely a spreadsheet nerd, that's for sure. His opponent over here, I don't know too much about Eggs personally, haven't had the chance to meet him. However, he's a very good Colombian Zerg player representing Chaos Gaming. It is Eggs. And he's going to go for a 12 pool. So there's a lot of players out there who I regularly...
Alright, this is a common one that Printf likes to do with the cannon at on the bottom right here. That Overlord though is questionable. That Overlord is going... I don't know what's up with these Zergs at the higher rank. They probably just don't get cannon rush at all enough where they're not even worried about it. Because look, that Overlord right there should be over here. Even if he's not taking a base, it should be over here. Just in case. Because when you're going to want to take a base, you want to make sure there's no probe over here. But it's over here, so I don't know. This one deserves every bit of it, what's coming to him.
belittle, who think the only way to beat Printf, because he's so good at cannon rushing, is to preempt his cannon rush by getting the fastest possible spawning pool. The problem they often have is they still let him get the cannon rush up. And it's always hilarious, because then they have so little economy behind it, they don't have a lot of flexibility. Now, Printf comes over here and is like, yeah, no worries, I'll just...
See, if that Overlord was actually right here, he would have cut the pylon way earlier, so he can go over there to just clog it. So I'm not worried. This is another Zerg that, you know, tripped running away from the bad guy.
Surround a cannon there. You've got next to no surface area. What are you going to do about it? Now, oh, more drones are being pulled.
It's too late now.
That spot, he should be good.
I mean, this is like putting a band-aid on a gash. You know, you got a nice good gash of a cut, and you're gonna try to put a band-aid on it. It's done. You ain't gonna. You need to sew it. you need stitches. This ain't gonna help. What's this gonna do? This should have been done a long time ago.
As long as Eggs gets another... Oh, he didn't block it. Oh, he lets the pylon get up. All right, it's up. You got to pull these drones out of here, I think. Eggs, you got to just get those out. Another pylon goes down there in case these two go down. Yeah, that's going to protect that. And that pylon is going to cancel at the last second to get the money back. No,
Band-aid on a bullet wound? No, that's even better. Yeah, you try to put a band-aid on a bullet.
Egg's very slow to realize this isn't going to work. Oh, he's lost so many units, so much mining time. On the other side of the map, the gas is up. Another one will be on the way shortly. Oh, that...
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a barcode. He's at a high level, and he doesn't have a barcode. But he's also facing these kind of players as well at the higher rank. He's also facing these guys. So it's like, there's a little bit of in between where it's like, the name's not the biggest part of it. It's how do you deal with it. And this Zerg right here.
Probe gets low, but you know what?
Terrible.
I don't think Printef really cares as long as he doesn't lose both of them.
Yeah, Printef already has a really good advantage. Because what Zerg wants to do, right now you would want to go Ravagers to stop this at this point, because now you're not going to be able to. But you sent too many drones already. You already overreacted as a Zerg player, and losing all those drones already, the mining time and the lings that were produced, to even go into Ravagers now, you're going to be really late.
Wait. Is Eggs just going to commit everything to kill these probes? I think at this point, Printef needs to realize that Eggs is clearly trying to just kill the probe. He will sacrifice everything to kill this probe. Oh no, Printef screwed it. Oh, remember, he's walled himself in completely, guys. Oh no, Printef. Oh, he's lost.
Oh,
okay,
the queen.
So this is such a silly move from Eggs, but it only works because he knows that Printef walls his base off. Now, if I was Printef...
Yeah, but if Printef can pop out, it's going to take a little while, but if he wanted to, he could pop out. The only thing about this, though, just to let you know, is that Printef probably doesn't know how to pop out. He knows how to pop out the basic ones, but he doesn't know how to pop out these kind of walls. This kind of wall, let's see, is a little tricky. But when you know, you know. So I'll show you right here. So there is a choice sometimes where you can make a cannon or a pylon, right? Where you can make a pylon and you can pop out right here through here. But if it doesn't allow you because of how the angle is, the way you do it is you want to like put a pylon or even a gateway here, a pylon or a gateway here, depending on if your resources, and then the pylon right here. You want to create a longer wall is what you want to do. You want to create a long wall right here. Right here. By making a gateway. What that does is it's going to create, there's a wall right here. And when you put your probe right here, and you put a pylon right here, it's going to want to pop it out in the easiest least resistance. So it's going to want to pop out right here. Okay, by creating this wall. Because if you don't create this wall, sometimes you're going to put a pylon right here to pop out, and it pops you over here instead of outside here. And so you can't always just do it with the pylon itself. You're gonna have to add a gateway. So what I would do quickly is get a gateway right here, put my probe right here, and then a pylon right here, pop out and cancel, and you got the probe out. But yeah, but nobody knows that because nobody figures it out. Nobody does, creative pylon pop outs. Only the basic ones. People only know the basic one.
I'd cancel my cybercore here because Printef doesn't expand, dude. So like, what's he gonna do? He's got 2 cannons and a zealot. Does he just build stalkers here? What does he build at home? So he's gonna build a cannon at home. I mean, he's 21 probes versus 14. He's gonna go Robo. Okay, Robo, not a bad idea. Eggs here, of course, very low on workers. 14 drones going one base Ravager. Only 8 drones on minerals. But he's got 6 on gas. So he's going to pump Ravagers off one base. And he's got to use those to both break out of here and then deal with the follow-up attack. His Zerglings...
yeah. If it's one of those, definitely. There are some band-aids, though. There are some pretty cool band-aids that have, like, zip ties. You put them both on opposite sides, and they have like little zip tie straps, and you kind of like you pull the string so that it tightens up and closes the wound. There are those kind of wound bandits, band-aids. They're pretty useful.
So cutting off any extra probe from getting across the map. The right drawing is almost finished. This game is going to get really silly now. You know,
Well, that's not like not being able to think outside the go to Disneyland for your public relations plan. You have a Disneyland near you? Where are you from? We have one not too far from here. I'm actually like maybe 15 minutes away from Disneyland. Maybe 20 minutes at the worst. So count. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was like, there are not many Disneylands. Just showing your location.
if Prince F was a different sort of player, he would just mine this out, take an expansion, and be infinitely ahead. But Prince F, and he openly admits to this, he says, no, one base or die trying. The only time you ever use minerals at an expansion is for long distance mining. Nothing else. And it's so silly in a scenario like this. He always says, just get better at cannon rushing, better at keeping your probes alive, better at trying to kill your opponent. And it's why he's so...
I mean, in this situation, you have no choice. Your cannon rush just got denied. You don't have a choice to make an expo. You try to take an expo at your natural, it's going to get denied. So you can't do that. So you have to do one base. So, you know, one base is the primary focus when your cannon rush dies, because you just don't have a choice. You don't have a choice to macro. And that's the whole reason why one base died trying, because in most cannon rush scenarios, you don't have the luxury of a second base.
Good at making it work, but it also causes him some problems. I will tell you that much. He's going warp gate, warp prism right now. I mean, it's going to be one base versus one base. He's mining so much the Zerg. It gives him an advantage. It's just so slow to get across them.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Lasky. I gotta get some flower pot water. Hey, Flo, did you hear Disneyland let a teenager girl go missing? I definitely can imagine that. I could definitely imagine that, yes. Because Disneyland, the bad part of Disneyland is that they have so much money that they do not want anything to jeopardize the families from being scared of going to Disneyland. So they have a lot of lawyers. They pay off a lot of people whenever it has to do with anything that would jeopardize the experience of going over there and having a happy time. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of secrets that they hide with big money when it comes to Disneyland. If people actually knew, families actually knew, they'd be more cautious going over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, they hide all their stuff under the rug through money and lawyers. Little bastards. They can kidnap me as long as they pay. Shoot. As long as you don't have to pay their food prices over there. Shit's expensive. I thought you were gonna say go to Sewerland. Sewer World? It's a Raging Waters. Raging Waters. We have a Raging Waters over here in San Bernardino. It's really fun. I'm talking about like grown-up slides, water slides. The best. It's like, especially in the summer, the best thing to do is go to Raging Waters. I don't know, it's so much, it's such an experience because it's different than the roller coasters. It's like you're a kid again. Yeah, that could be. I was talking about a guest that went to the park for a fun family experience, and then they got kidnapped. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know if it was just a lull, but I do know that they do hide a lot of stuff behind the fact how rich they are. They don't want anything, any kind of bad publicity.
map with a robo. That creep, this defender's advantage is going to be huge. That's fuse on the queen to heal her up. Ravage is going to start to very slowly deal with this. The Zerglings run in and all start to die. Eggs there, a little bit sloppy with those Zerglings. He's finally going to break out with these cannons. There is another Adept that's about to pop. Oh, you don't want to lose that Adept. Princess quickly shades that one out. Nicely done.
Curious what Zerg's gonna
Actually,
do right
shades that one
now.
off in a bit of a random direction. Don't know if that was on purpose or not. Maybe
Yeah, I'm
hoping
doing
to catch
good
these
OMG.
Zerglings on the
It's
retreat,
Godzilla.
which he indeed will do. Those Zerglings.
Yeah,
Oh! All right.
Yeah,
Gentlemen's
last key to
agreement.
me. Go get some stuff real
They'll
quick.
just go to walk
Be
right
right back.
past each other. Okay, so what do we got? We've got an Immortal, a Prism, second gate. So it's 2-gate Immortal Prism right now. Building another Sentry. Warp Gate is finished. He's going to go do a Sentry Immortal push, but dude, it's so weird. This is such an odd scenario. So he's left a Sentry at home. He's going to bring the Prism back for that now. 2 Zealots, 2 Adepts, an Immortal, a Sentry. Puts the Sentry into the Warp Prism. What is he doing? Huh? What? What are we... Oh, he's trying to get rid of Overlords?
Cheers, guys.
What is this? He's going to go hunt the Overlord before showing the attack. Okay, but he's supply blocked right now. He's going up to 4 gateways, so he needs some pylons. He's going to very slowly kill the Overlord. I guess he's trying to deny the fact that he's on 1 base. So he wants Eggs to take and expand, but Eggs knows his opponent. And Eggs is like, I'm just going to keep massing Ravagerling and wait for you to overcommit into attacking me. Okay, so
Yeah,
he's
but
waited for the
Zerg
second
still needs
Immortal,
at least the
few
macro hatch,
sentries.
right? I think
And
Zerg
he's
still
gonna
needs that macro
move across
hatch.
to the Immortal drop, but
Might not
Printef
need to
here
mine
really
it,
taking
but
his time, and
it's good to have 2 bases
Eggs is not getting ahead
versus 1.
economically at all. He's just starting.
Oh,
an
he's trying to make
expansion
a
now, so
hidden.
it's like,
Well, that's not even a hidden
still
base.
a massive economic lead for Printef, right?
Because Printef could go that way with the Prism.
It's such a metagame. Any Zerg would have droned their ass off by now. And he's making sentries into like mass Ravagers. I mean, it's only 5
Ooh, that's
Ravagers, I
questionable.
guess, but
Immortal
6
Sentry is really good.
Dude, sentries ain't going to be too good versus that.
Oh, but those
I
are
do
the
like
Immortals.
drop in the
Yeah.
back.
That makes sense.
Okay. Printef going to warp in some units there, but realizing as those guys come down.
So what Printef is going to do is he's going to do the good old force field, the ramp. So the Immortals come over here because obviously the Zerg decided to put the hatchery over here, right? He's like, I'm going to put the hatchery over here. Printef comes over here, nibbles on this just a little bit. The Zerg goes, let's go over there to the bottom. He goes to the bottom, right? And then the sentries run up the ramp and force field. The only problem is that there is no hatchery at the other side. So you can't really force field there. It would have been nice though. I think what happened is Printef assumed that the hatchery was going to be made over at the natural. And he wasn't expecting it to be over here. But since it's over here, he nibbled a little bit. But he wanted it to be over at the other side. He wanted to come over here, nibble at the bottom, and then go over there. But, you know, the one thing about it is Ravagers are really good at breaking force fields. So, we'll see. I mean, he has the answers for the force fields, right? If it was just Roaches and Queens, he can get force fielded forever.
Can't quite take that fight. Cancels the warp, and he's going to rotate up here.
So he's going to run up there, but yeah, there's no hatchery here. So he's like, oh, there's no hatchery?
Let that shade finish.
Because he would have loved to make a force field here and then break the hatchery and then get another mini victory in the battles.
That's the last second. Does get one more Overlord. Every Overlord sacred. Oh, the Prism! The Prism! The Prism! Printef! No!
Oh! He lost one Immortal.
He loses a Prism with an Immortal in it. Oh no, dude! He had such a better army. Losing an Immortal, that's like half of what makes
He needs to make maybe a Colossus if he's gonna hang out here, so you can get some vision.
your army good. The Prism,
Oof.
an even bigger part of that, the ability to shuffle units. To
Notice
safety.
Zerg doesn't send
Oh, this is such a silly game. At
a
this
crone
point.
for proxy hatch.
Eggs, the one guy who's happy to sit on Ravagers. Like,
Oh,
there
they're-
are Zergs who are uncomfortable being in this economy.
A crone?
Pretty
What's a
sure
crone?
Eggs, this is his happy
Oh, spicy
place.
meal.
He's like, give me an excuse to micro units off 17 drones. I would love to just make Ravagers and Lings, you know? He's a super aggro Zerg player. He doesn't like being forced to make upgrades and lairs and spires and things. He's like, no, I want to make Ravages and Zerglings. Printf here is like, well, I mean, I'm comfortable in this scenario, kind of, but...
Hey, this is isn't this like the other map that we have right now? We have a ladder map that they just kind of like adjusted this map a little bit. Because remember, on the other map, there's the gold. Oh, this is, no, yeah, right? Oh, no, this is the map. Okay, this is the map. There's a gold at the bottom, right? No, this isn't the map. It looks like the other map. Yeah, no, it looks almost like it. It's just that the other one's a little bit more straight across. It's not that angled. There's a gold here, a gold there, and a gold in the middle. There's no bottom two bases on each side. There's only one base on each side. Yeah, this is like a remake. That one map that we have in the ladder right now. It looks almost similar to it. They didn't really...
my base is going to start mining out now. What are we going to do? Oh, he's going to rotate the whole army. Look at that. So he's both warping in units down here and ferrying them. Oh, bit of mismicro there. So he's loading, unloading. He's ferrying them to the other side. And all right, that's a lot of Stalkers and Sentries, dude. He's got a few Zealots in there. So 2 Zealots, 2 Adepts, which are going to be good anti-Zergling. There's quite a lot of Zerglings in there, so it's important he has something to deal with that. But the creep spread's really good here. Oh, you know what? Ravagers can't get down there, guys. Oh, wait, what?
It's still not a good way. I still mine more, but he is mining some.
I thought Ravagers can get through a single space gap. Maybe it's because one of them opened up. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Force fields coming in. A giant wave of force fields. And, oh my god, that's a lot of Zerg, though. A lot of Biles. Okay, Stalkers are starting to fall. Stalkers are starting to fall, but by god, he has so many force fields saved.
All the force fields are running out, though.
So many force fields. He's used them all now. That Prism is going to need to warp in more units.
Oh, now he's for sure used them all.
He's just going for raw numbers. That Immortal is going to start doing a lot of damage. Pulls back to dodge the Biles. Moves back in again. There's not that many units coming up. Baneling Nest is on the way. More Zerglings coming out that'll reinforce into this. The Ravagers are starting to take some damage. Drones being pulled in as well. The Ravagers running forward. They're starting to drop Biles behind this army. That Immortal gets shuffled to the back. A bit of a spready. The Immortal almost goes down.
Ooh,
barely doesn't step into that corrosive bile. And Exir gets forced back up the ramp. Yeah, it's just too much Protoss. With the Prism shuffling the units to the back and their shields now starting to regenerate.
Do we have people? Do we have teams? Do we have enough people for teams?
Printf, though, remember, he overcommitted in that previous push with the Prism. Don't do it again. He's got to be careful. Don't take the Biles to the face. That's a lot of Zerglings. Those are some big Biles. Ooh, he loses a few of these Zerglings and these Stalkers and Sentries, sorry.
Do we have 3 people that are wanting to play teams?
Does fall back from that range of Biles.
You're not joining teams today, Shadow?
Once again, I feel if Printf were only a man who was inclined to take and expand, it'd be very easy from here. But killing a Zerg on one base, if they've got Ravagers up a ramp, it's surprisingly hard to get in there. Yeah, I mean, you can keep trying to just pick away units, use your shields, you know? Maybe just shuffle that weak Stalker to the back, keep doing that, in and out, in and out. Queen's there transfusing, the Ravagers, the Zerglings on the way. He's going to try and shuffle to the other side. Of course, Printf doesn't know if there's a base there or not, so he's just getting ready to deny that one. Eggs, assuming he's still on the low ground, I think. Oh, he might be getting wind of this, moving on up here. Dude, he's just so slow. Printf, the Protoss ferryman, dude.
Buried up.
Sentries. So he's got 4 sentries, 2 more coming in, make that 6. And adding some adepts as well to deal with these Zerglings. Egg sees his army. He's going to try to get the perfect fight. It's all about Corrosive Bile. I like that. He just gives up on the hatch, pulls up. He's like, maybe I'll re-expand down here. And there's always a chance that the Protoss just runs out of steam. In a game like this, you never know. If he doesn't expand and build upon his advantage, he actually has to kill you. Suddenly, just surviving is a win condition of its own when you're playing against Printf, I guess. Any other player?
Zerg needs a second base versus a Protoss player. They're not good with even numbers. So Zerg being on one base and Protoss being on one base, Zerg's kind of like feeling a little claustrophobic.
Saving is not a win condition. Against Printf, maybe? He's making Banelings, which I don't agree with at all. If there's a lot of Zealots or Adepts that get made, Banelings will be good. But otherwise, I think just the higher the Roach Ravager count, the better. Oh, a Robo Bay's on the way. Very nice. Prism's going to go down here and scout if there's a hatchery or not. Printf just continuing to hold that position. Prism does see that hatchery on the south.
Cheers,
try and
spicy
get
mail.
disruptors as a way of picking away at these units from afar.
Oh, no problem,
Punishing
Shadow.
those big Ravage accounts.
Work
The Disruptor
comes
a bit more
first.
of a siege unit than the rest of this army. Now, how does Printf decide to move to deny that hatchery? What is that Prism going to do, right? I think a Zealot Warp in would be good. You're very gas light here. You're going to be building Disruptors, which are, of course, very expensive units. Got a Zergling checking, making sure there's no corner bases. Eggs, at this point, that Zergling is going to see long-distance mining probes. Oh, wait. No,
Luckily, he's not needed for 2 rounds.
Zergling path.
Right now, he's going to see him.
He's not quite... Okay, finally, he actually starts attacking there. Adept's looking to shade into that main base. Uh-oh. They do cancel. Probes kill that single Zergling. A few more Lings going across.
More Lings.
A few Zealots could always
You
walk
can't
in there and that would
long-distance
work
mine.
out. But, oh, don't go up there, Printf. Do not go up there. And your probes are in trouble, dude. Uh-oh, is Printf going to get overeager? He might lose his army. Distracted by this. Uh-oh, his probes are in trouble. He needs to warp in Zealots.
Disruptor.
He needs to warp in
Oh, he
some
doesn't want to
Zealots
reveal the
him.
Disruptor. He has to
Uh-oh,
pull
he's-
it back
he's
to hide it.
corner boosting his Disruptor?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's going to
doesn't-
recall his entire army.
He
No,
missed
he
some
lost
of it.
Units. Printf! No, he
Distraction
doesn't
units?
realize he didn't recall them all. He's attack moved to here, and that's told those units to go through them. Printf! Ah! The Zerglings have spotted it. The Zerglings have spotted it. Okay, he's going to pull those back. The Prism is on its way. Okay, he realized. Dude, if he loses that Immortal, it'd be a disaster. Be a disaster, mate. So he's going to start ferrying those units over. Gets a few Zergling kills down there. I don't really think these Banelings are anything to be worried about, but you never know. Alright, Printf's going to try and group his force up now. Gets a few more Zerglings
nice
every time that
pullback.
happens. Doesn't really cost him too much.
Oh,
All
those
the
force
barriers
fields are going to be
activated
good
there.
against the
That's a
Banelings.
giant arc. Eggs here. Banelings, Zerglings, Ravagers en masse looking to come forward. Where are the Disruptors? They're rallying in from
goes
behind
Big
this
Daddy.
army. They're not there right now. Printf goes too far forward onto creep. Oh, nice force fields to keep out most of those Banelings. A good Disruptor shot on the north. The zoning
It didn't work.
doesn't really find the mark, does it? Oh, he traps
We still
so
got
many of
force
these
fields,
Zerglings
though.
and kills them, though. The Zerglings actually find it kind of escaping there. The fact he saved his Disruptor was really good, though. And each time a fight like that happens, where you keep most of your units alive, you're happy. Oh, where are the force fields? These
Oh,
Disruptor
didn't
shots
land.
firing from a little bit too far back.
That one could land.
And a very nice Disruptor shot does go down, but his Disruptors end up headbutting forwards here. Printf here. Oh, he loses one of his Disruptors. He's still got a lot of units. There's a depth shade on forward away from the army, and they end up sacrificing themselves. I think they were much better off
The
buffering
Immortal, though.
for these
He's helping
units.
out.
Can he get the rest of these Ravagers? I don't know. There's 14 more Zerglings in production right now. This is just not that many units for Printf. He's going to try to shove his way on in here, but I think he may have gone a bit too deep. Oh, he gets
Ooh,
one
nice.
Ravager with the
Got
Disruptor.
one.
I don't know if that's enough, man. There's a hatchery up for Zerg right now. Zerg is losing all their drones right now as we speak, though. The Immortal. He's got to save the Immortal. It goes down. No. With the Immortal gone. Oh, he doesn't have much left, but he's killed most of the drones. Right now, there's only 10 drones left. And, I mean, they're only really mining in that main. Even though there's a natural up, it's not really effective just yet. Printf on 17 workers. Eggs
They're
on
both
10.
mining out.
Both of them very low
Yeah.
on mining. Almost no mineral mining for Printf
15
right now. He's got to tell those
15
units the long
minutes.
distance. There we go. He's going to grab some Zerglings. It looks like Eggs is going to pull back into...
See how it's like it's going to be 15 minutes. The game's 15 minutes, and Printf just finished mining out the last mineral line. So that, you know, just so you can get an idea, 15 minutes. You got to make sure that you remember to look at the clock and identify that, because at least you'll know how many bases does your opponent really is really mining. At 8 minutes, 4 mineral patches disappear. At 15-ish minutes, your main base is completely gone. At 16 minutes, your gas is gone. The gas is like the last one to get mined out completely.
the main. I love that at this point Egg so desperately wants to have an expansion in the economy. He's like, okay, I don't like this game anymore. Printf's like, no, you got to play one base with me forever. It's brutal, it's disgusting, and I think at this point Eggs is out of play. He's got 4 Ravages left. I mean, we always look for those magic vials. Still 4 sentries, still 9 stalkers, 2 disruptors, make that 3. The disruptors haven't really been massive game changers just yet, but whenever they're in a choke point like this, it's much easier to just poke in with them. So disruptor shot, just a zoning one, does come on out. Another one, and another. Ooh, gets one queen,
do
tags
one
the
at
other.
a time. You don't want to.
There's just no way to punish him for that.
Train your disruptors.
Lock this with a single force field. So Prince F now, I think he realizes victory is close. And he is going to just pick away. Those disruptor shots come back online. And preemptive vial's not going to stop him. Going to try and drop and hit those Zerglings. A little slow to
Oh,
fire.
the mirror. So I'd go for the larva. If you know, sometimes when you have this situation, the larva does not move, and if you get the disruptor right there, boom, that's gonna keep him from getting more units after you trade this little back and forth.
Oh, where are the disruptor shots? Okay. Doesn't really land. Kills a single Zerg.
Like if I had two disruptors, I would land them right here. 2 disruptors will take out all the larva and the cocoons.
Struggling with stalker shots.
And they don't
is
move,
so
like I
paranoid
said.
about getting surrounded right now. But honestly, I think he might win even if he gets surrounded. Even surrounded, I think he might still be winning this fight. Oh, gets a few Ravages with one of the disruptor shots. The Prism does save 1 disruptor, saves the 2nd disruptor. As I said, the Stalkers
And then you get the pickup.
All right. Oh, he gets 1 more disruptor shot. Gets 2 Ravages with it. That is a huge money
Icing
shot.
on
The
the
Prism is
cake.
going to try to get out of there. And it does just barely before the Queen goes down. Eggs types a single G. And yeah, that may have been the silliest game of StarCraft I've ever. I think, honestly, Prince F had a massive lead from the start, but the sniper.
Zerg was in a bad spot. He definitely wants 2 bases, but Zerg did try to take a base, and he got denied. But like I said, Zerg was like way behind from the beginning when it reacted way late. Sent like 4 drones way late, lost all 4 drones, and maidlings lost those. That was a bad start. I guess we could I'll do a couple spicy mayo. Do you want to do a couple, and then I'll take a quick little break, and we'll do some ladder after when I come back. We can get a few. Oh. Three shots to kill an egg? Oh. Yeah, he had three disruptors. He could have made it happen. But it would at least kill all the larvae. Damn, Jim. I'll nibble it with the stalker. Because it should be like at red. See. You want to jump in? Spicy mayo? My sleep's all messed up because I went to work yesterday. Or yesterday and today, technically. So, body's like trying to get sleepy on me a little bit here and there. I take quick little naps, but I'm gonna take another one. Why AFK? We'll try it. We'll come back. We'll come back and we'll do either team games or ladder. Give me about an hour. That'll allow me to recoup. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit.